Nor do I think Steve goes even with more than a handful of characters.
It's like, who has the tools to
yeah,
deal with it?
Palu is probably one of the better characters at dealing with Steve, I think. And weirdly, I don't even think Banjo is the worst either. But his music with the Palu to start off here.
Oh, beautiful cancel into that second block.
I think one of the big things is just the damage differential. Like, Palu has a good combo game, but not this kind of combo game.
Yeah, most of Palu's damage just comes from her ability to just dominate neutral a lot of the time. Like, her back air is extremely useful for getting through anything Steve has to throw at her. But again, she has to keep winning those neutral interactions, and she can't really afford to lose that many, because if she loses them, it's Antimony, so you're going to take at least 60%.
I love that mix-up that Antimony went for on the ledge there of charging the F-smash on the block, because you're going to see Juanpi using a lot of these back airs to try to intercept minecarts. That timing mix-up is huge.
And also, you also have that mix-up of, like, if they start to get too comfortable with you doing that, you can just release the F-smash and not charge it. Now you have, like, that as a potential threat as well. It's also safe because the block breaks. So, yeah, a lot of mind games going into that makes it super hard for Palu to do much in that situation.
Love the neutral B as a tool to kind of pressure the mining. Safely from a distance. The back air not going to connect, though. Trades in a poor way. Going to be a stock for Juanpi.
The invincible back air trading with minecarts.
It's tough.
Yeah, I think it hit the bottom for her, Buck, so, so I think that's probably what happened there.
Back air noticeably worse than Smash 4. Used to be, if you were at all behind her, you could not hit her. Now it's like just a very specific part of her body, so you can definitely play around the
I think they also nerfed it at one point.
Juanpi's trying to keep Mason trapped in the corner, but it's not really working. Great positioning from Antimony.
Yeah, and the neutral B also canceling out minecart there. That's a really good use of it right there.
Yeah, auto reticle definitely super important tool in a lot of these more defensive, like campy matchups.
The block is down, forces a high recovery, and you're not going to be able to get to the ledge.
Juanpi
Yeah,
on their last
that's
stock
a really
on
tough situation that Palu players honestly find themselves in a lot, especially with stages like PS2.
Teleport recoveries are exploitable.
Absolutely, yeah.
Especially when you can build a stage on the stage.
Right.
Yeah, and with like the Animal Crossing stages as well. Really just goes pretty poorly on those.
Down a full stock. Diamond is online for Antimony. Going to start off a combo with these up airs.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough for Juanpi unless he like really locks in and wins at least like 20 or 30 neutral interactions.
And you can see even when he wins a neutral interaction, it's like nair into something, maybe, not matching the damage output from Steve.
That's the thing, Antimony is getting so much damage off of every hit. Juanpi, I mean, they're doing pretty well keeping Antimony in a corner for a little while, but like these situations have to convert into stocks. So Juanpi doing a good job. They're keeping it going still.
This has been a really nice sequence. That pivot grab is beautiful.
Oh yeah, Juanpi is definitely on something right now.
They went for the ledge trap though and lost the advantage. Now gotta do all that work over again.
Yeah, well now Antimony's back in the corner, which is honestly a place that Antimony likes being in a lot.
Yeah.
Antimony playing on the back foot, it's natural.
What was that down smash?
Ooh, I like that.
That's something I heard about Juanpi doing earlier. Just doing a lot of down smashes
wow.
on the blocks right there. It's really good for
That's
getting
so
rid of it,
smart.
and he can cancel it immediately.
That's something that Light has done historically with Fox. Even before Steve, even against Pac-Man with the Hydrant. Something I recognize from that. So definitely really interesting. Palu down smash obviously not as fast, but much bigger, much stronger, and you can keep it safe there. So
yeah, and if your character has like that
sure.
long disjointed smash tech, like I use Duck Hunt F smash because it
Yeah.
goes through the blocks. It's really powerful.
Huge comeback here from one.
Oh, but maybe getting stuffed out.
Yeah.
And drop the combo.
Yeah, you just gotta keep locked in.
But making a great comeback. He was down a whole stock at the beginning of this.
Yeah, this is definitely looking
With
much
Diamond
better
on the
for
field,
1P.
nonetheless.
Gold is
The
online.
gold tools, interesting. So that's the better frame data ones. That's gonna be. I feel like that's not a huge impact here because Steve already has the better frame data for the most part in this
The
matchup.
empty hops, the back airs.
It's actually going to beat the minecart, not find the connection.
Yeah.
Explosive
Ooh.
Flame not quite going to make it.
Rough.
Antimony almost out of materials, needs this to kill, and it will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's game
the
one.
up tilt into back air, that's the classic.
It looks like Juanpi was getting a feel for the tempo, keeping Mason stuck in the corner, but at that last second got a little too antsy. Going to get eat by that up tilt.
Yeah,
And that's just so tricky.
That was such a good start. Such a good two stocks from Juanpi, completely shifting the tempo until right there. Yeah, trying to land on Antimony, not going to work.
That's rough.
What a comeback, though.
Yeah, really well played and definitely bodes well for them going forward. Juanpi definitely figuring some things out. Antimony, though, I'm glad that they did not panic.
No.
Aw.
Score is going to be 1-0 in Antimony's favor going in the second game. On Town and City, interesting pick. I think this is a stage that Steve doesn't do. I mean, Steve does well on every stage, but among the worst of them.
A little less good. Yeah.
We saw what was it?
I love those dirt block cancels. Yeah.
57 damage off that first combo.
The big thing going to be
Ooh, I like that
the different
one.
materials, having to mine wood on this stage, making it a little harder to get iron, have access to that immediate minecart.
Yeah, you say that, but we still have iron.
It doesn't
Like,
matter
at
'cause
least,
he's still
four-
mines,
like
yeah.
40% of the materials bar is iron right now, but Antimony is off stage having to deal with Juanpi's amazing ledge trapping, but he's got to just brute force his way back on with the minecart.
And that's that setup again with the F smash charge on the block. There's just not really much of a way you can deal with it unless you take a huge risk and go out and like jump directly into the charging F smash. You don't want to do that. So Antimony will take the first stock and off to a good lead again. And interesting, Steve, typically the character who kind of gets better, scales up throughout the game as they get more materials. But it's been Antimony off to the strong start so far with Juanpi having to make that big comeback last game.
Yeah, and that's something you want to be good at with a character like Steve. Just like
For sure.
Getting those strong shots. Also, something I'm noticing Antimony doing is making the blocks in the specific way in which Juanpi can jump on them and then down smash them. He's noticing that
It's a bait.
Juanpi's doing that. Yeah, he's doing it to bait. Now he wants him to do it. Now Juanpi can't do it anymore. That's a card you want to keep in your hand.
Good connection on the nair there from Juanpi, able to get a quick 29.
like
Not
the
matching
DI
those
up,
Steve
though.
combos, but it's still damage.
Really good DI up from Antimony, making that combo not last as long. Combo DI against Palutena is like really unintuitive sometimes. You can get out of a lot of things with like SDI up early on in combos. And this is another close game. Again, we see sort of a really strong start from Antimony and then just slowly over time, Juanpi bringing it back.
Yeah, Juanpi's adaptation is definitely catching on a little bit sooner. In this
Not
game,
falling
which
for these F smash cancels. Great jump.
Ooh, what an up air.
Yeah, and actually, that's a
Undo
situation.
that.
There was no iron. There wasn't able to anvil out of it. Super good awareness. Just go up there and another up air rip.
All right,
Wow.
immediate footstool dare. Gonna take it in Antimony. Bring this back to last stock.
Forward air and dash attack, another back air, bringing us up to 39, 51, already in the corner. But once again, Antimony, corner's not exactly the worst place to be.
Good DI on that
Yes.
down throw.
Steve, not really a character who cares that much, it feels like, outside of a handful of specific matchups. Palu, it's certainly threatening to have Palu have you in the corner, but it's not the same as like Zero Suit like we saw
Oh,
earlier.
that's the stock. No, makes it back.
Most
Wow.
alive.
No, not quite. Yeah, not as high. Not at high
With the
enough
weaker
percent.
tools, not the strongest spike there.
Ooh.
Counter. That was
Love
swaggy.
the counter. The counter gives the reflect on the minecart.
There's no iron.
No iron.
Not going to be able to catch him. Goes for the down air.
Tool
No
should break
iron.
as
No
well.
tool. Has to mine. Good grab.
Really good grab there. Going back, get some tools. And Antimony's been really low on resources for quite a while, but has been able to get just enough. The back air might
Beautiful
take
back
it.
air.
Juanpi ties up the game.
Big back air, all just barely hitting right on the edge of the hurt box.
And I think the story of keeping Mason in this corner is going to be calling out the minecarts, which like sometimes Juanpi is able to do with the back air, and sometimes they're just out of position. So I feel like getting a feel for that positioning
Yeah.
and consistently punishing that back air is going to be huge. Punishing the minecart.
And Palu definitely has one of the better tools. It's kind of like we were talking about before the set. Like, Palu has one of the better options for dealing with it, but it's still, you have to be so specific.
You still have to
and so
position
correct about
correctly.
it.
It's not just going to win every time.
Yeah,
have to be
it's a
right on
very
top of it.
precise call out, and Juanpi has definitely gotten quite a bit better just over the last couple of games at analyzing exactly where Mason's going to be on that.
All right.
So
and-
PS2, and we're at 1-1. Here's game 3.
All right, let's see if Juanpi can get the jump this time, because Antimony has been making these uphill climbs from Juanpi right off the bat, and it's been really tough for him. He only barely took that last game. So
And they've been up to the challenge of these comebacks, but in a longer set like this, you want to stop having to do that.
yeah,
Definitely makes your life easier if you can just take the lead from the start. And we see a small early lead, but again, these early percent combos have been so strong from Antimony.
Yeah, great anti-air there with the up tilt, putting on some extra damage.
I like Juanpi's movement though, and this is similar to how we saw them playing in pools, just kind of navigating around platforms, moving in and out of other characters' threat ranges, because they're not exactly playing at a range where Palu is super threatening all the time. It's more about just staying safe and then finding the right opportunities.
Not going for a lot of block placements right now, just kind of trying to scrap with Palu.
It is interesting
Yeah.
to see the contrast in the styles of the different Steves. I feel like Just Blue is usually much more defensive, much more patient, and Antimony really wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Like,
Belligerent.
they'll mine as much as they have to, but
It's not part of the neutral.
Yeah.
Mining's not part of the
It's
neutral.
not the goal of every interaction. As the minecart will take the first stock here, and Antimony up stock 1 for the 3rd time in a row. Nice parry.
Is that back air going to kill?
Parry into-
Nice.
Yeah, just barely. Yeah, not really advisable DI on that down throw. That's gonna be another 60% start.
Big
off,
damage.
64%. Wow, and you got Diamond on the field. That is a huge start.
Yeah.
For stock number 2.
That's that disadvantage where you cannot be over-eager against Steve. You just lose once, and that's a stock.
That was one combo, go down, mine diamonds,
Into
and then
one
F-smash.
read, yeah.
That
And
was
now
crazy.
we're up 82% as well. On this
And this
last
game might be
start.
over.
It might be unless Juanpi really, really locks in, but
No
not
way.
even going to get
Not
the
across
chance.
stage.
Antimony's advantage state has been so overwhelming this set.
This is crazy. This was such a tight game.
Yeah.
Antimony gets the back air, and she goes up 2 to
absolutely
1.
exploding on that second stock. Wow.
Wow, that was insane. And that's just the potential of this character. And when you put them in the hands of someone like Antimony, it's just like, what do you do?
It's
You know,
not to
you were
say
wrong
that you
once.
can't come back from the stock deficit, because game 1, Juanpi was at a big stock deficit, almost came back, but when the momentum shifts that heavily, like,
That's so rough. That was an entire stock in 10 seconds.
yeah.
And back to town, so still not banned.
Yeah, Town is a stage that people should take Antimony to all day.
It makes sense, because what's Steve going to ban?
Exactly.
Yeah, Steve doesn't care. Probably banning FD
Yeah,
to
this is
sit
gonna
to be able to sit under a platform. The other platforms doesn't matter.
Yeah, Palu's definitely going to be able to kill a little bit earlier here, especially off the side, because Wampi's not going to be going super high.
Yeah,
for a lot of
we've
these.
basically seen that like the only off the top kills have usually been like up airs super high up that are gonna kill here anyway.
Yeah, up air.
So
Yeah,
the smaller side blast zone definitely gonna help out.
Not just that, but also when Antimony doesn't have access to iron.
Right, exactly.
So there's a lot of factors that go into this.
Saw a good punish there from Juanpi, attacking out some extra damage. Love that in air as an anti-air. Ooh, gonna get caught by the anvil,
the
though.
anvil hits there. It looked like it was already on the ground.
I love Wampi's usage of neutral B, just like over the one
He's-
block. It's so
He's
funny.
been using it so well like across the board today. He's gotten so much damage from auto reticle just across this bracket.
Because I think part of the Steve meta is they've realized like you only really need the one block to
Yeah.
do most things, and the neutral B is a great answer for that.
I like those offset walls a lot as well. As Juanpi just
Nice.
finds their way over it though and takes the stock.
And it's dangerous to be aggressive like Steve, like that against Steve. Like you said, Antimony loves being in the corner. You get that call out, that's the stock.
Yeah.
Being in the corner like as Steve, it's great because you get to mine up, you get to play this defensive game. But if you're wrong on Town and City, that backer's gonna take it.
And also when Antimony's in the corner, that does give Antimony the opportunity to set up the famous block.
The infamous block.
Infamous. I say it's famous.
It can be both. So true. This is just so. This is the first time Juanpi's taken the first stock, and
They look
are
really
holding
good
on
right
to the
now.
Stock lead. This has
Yeah,
been
a lot of back and forth, but Juanpi is definitely.
Because it's so hard for Steve to get out of the corner. You know, the tool to do that is minecarts.
Yeah.
But Juanpi is consistently punishing a minecart with that backer.
Oh, and more great
Yeah,
movement from Juanpi, just getting to the right position for that backer to beat anything that gets thrown out.
Yeah, Juanpi's just like Juanpi's really mixing up his timing. Their timing rather.
How do you land against Steve? Good
Grab,
grab
not
again.
Quite gonna kill though. Town and City coming in clutch. The up throw not a kill yet. Throw yet. I like that they're delaying the minecart, the jump out of the minecart a little more, because Juanpi had caught onto that a few times. Back throw.
Do it to him,
Gets
waits for the dirt block to
Wow,
disappear.
Wow.
Max Rage back throw gonna take it. Juanpi up 3 stocks to 1, trying to bring us to a game 5.
Fantastic awareness.
Quick combo. Wait for the anvil to come out, get the reset. Nice up air, punishing the minecart. Maybe a misinput on the counter.
I bet that, no, he's done it a couple times.
That was trying to get the
beat
Oh, trying to get the anvil.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
If
sense.
they
That makes
can
sense.
get the counter right up
Oh.
against the anvil, it'll just kill.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
F smash there through the blocks.
And just running away because
Up tilt is so
Palu's
threatening.
Palu's backdash is so much faster than Steve approaching with those up tilts. Oh no. Oh
Dead?
no.
Yeah. All right,
And
so
there
Juanpi
goes
on their
that
last
second
stock now.
All tournament
Don't let
stock.
it be you.
Don't let it be you. This is such a strong lead from Juanpi, but Steve can take it away.
Now we saw what Antimony can do when you give her one chance last game. And now Juanpi has been playing so well in neutral here, but they've got to stay alive.
Breaks the minecart there, but not able to find the up air. It's going to give Antimony an opening. Another
And
parry into the
SDI
forward
out
tilt.
there. Oh, crazy SDI and gets the tech, but
There's
still in
the
a rough
grab.
spot. Avoids the block.
How do you get out of the corner against
So
a Steve
scary,
back
though.
airing?
Oh, Oh, and I love
Yeah,
Antimony running into the block there,
Antimony's
taking away the
catch
options.
The empty hops. Not able to get.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
It's Town
Yep.
and City, baby.
Oh, I saw Juanpi shaking their head. It should not have been that close. That was scary.
Yeah.
We're going to game 5.
Yeah.
Antimony also has done a very good job avoiding. Juanpi has gone for ledge trumps in like super clutch last hit situations like this, like 3 times now. And those have been the only times the Antimony has like immediately buffered an option and gotten out of there. They've really been on point with that. So we are on to game 5.
This is such a hot set.
This is
Absolutely.
crazy.
Juanpi has the game plan, but it's like, can you
Juanpi has the
execute
game
it in the
plan.
face of Steve?
But you know, it's like you're playing this thing where you have like this execution test of like, can you get around, can you navigate this, can you, you know, move around the stage as it is, and then you pass the execution test and you're like, oh, my opponent's a real person who's like really good at the game still. And like Antimony has had a lot of really smart adaptations dealing with these new movement options in neutral from Juanpi.
Did you see the insane SDI on
Yeah,
that
that was
forward air?
crazy.
Yeah.
when launched across the stage.
One of the funniest things about watching Steve is that a lot of his moves have like absurd SDI multipliers, and sometimes it doesn't even matter. Like sometimes you get comboed anyway, but you can absolutely just evacuate during certain moves, and it looks so silly.
Right now, Antimony on the aggressive, though, putting on a lot of damage. It looks like Juanpi's been trying to be a little more aggressive with their own aerials and just getting punished for it.
Yeah, they are.
Really good
They
conversion
are
there.
starting to catch up. A lot of really good strings coming up here.
And this has been the set, just back and forth. Just super explosive gameplay from both of them. It's like Juanpi has been so solid and patient, and then all of a sudden they get one opening and just do a ton of damage. And of
up.
course we've seen everything from Antimony
Juanpi's
with
playing
all the
2D platformer right now with
Yeah.
these blocks.
Resetting back to neutral center stage. Another one of these neutral B callouts.
Yeah, the
Antimony's been,
autoverticals do so many things.
Yeah, Antimony doing these dash back F smashes from Antimony are kind of crazy.
Yeah. And also the parries on the back air. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to get killed by the anvil there. Dash attack, catching that landing
A lot of
aerial.
really aggressive landings.
Really good jump from Juanpi, just avoiding the minecart, avoiding the TNT, completely getting out of that situation.
Yeah, won't be recognizing that they're getting caught by this grab quite a bit, just throwing out back air and then immediately shooting from it.
Catching the jump out of
Hey, I'm
shields.
just gonna F smash. Just throw it out there.
That was, and as much as that was a very funny random looking F smash, that was really good timing.
Yeah.
That was not an immediate F smash out of shield. The delay from the before the F smash there catches the jump option. Antimony now with the stock lead here, game 5, but Antimony's had the stock lead almost every game.
Yeah, because when they're going back and forth like that, just kind of throwing aerials on each other's shield, you want that timing mix-up. I'm going to
Exactly.
delay and then F smash. You're not ready for that.
Yeah, that is what Juanpi has been doing a lot, but Antimony's been catching up in that sense.
And these neutral Bs, a lot of these neutral Bs coming out starting to get punished by Antimony.
Antimony also just seems to not be building. We weren't supposed to save the diamond, but at this point,
Wow,
she has
catches
like no
the back,
tools.
The back here that time. Wow. And
Okay,
Great
that's-
up tilt.
There's an up tilt. Yeah. Did that shield move?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But that move is so good because you're just not ready to hold shield for that long. It's that
Yeah.
long multi-hit. It's going to take the stock.
And it doesn't have like an entire year of end lag like it did in Smash 4.
Gets the Nair 1,
Yeah.
able to confirm it. That's damage. Starting to chip away. Back into this game. There's the counter.
Yep. The counter's a really nice adaptation since the minecart's a projectile. It activates the reflect and turns it around.
It's not like Sora counter where it actually just like kills him off the
No.
minecart. It's just going to set up that next situation.
Not like Sora counter, which beats Wonder Wing.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it sent Steve back off stage. Just like, nope, try that ledge option again.
Going for it again. Almost got punished.
And there's the block in the perfect place to keep Antimony alive. We have an incredibly tight game here. Juanpi tried to bait the instant option on the fake ledge trump there. Antimony not falling for it, completely ready for it.
Juanpi went for the up throw there because he saw that there was no iron on the table. Not able to find the juggle.
And oh, he tried
Yeah.
to go for the
DI
they tried
there.
to go for the down smash again.
It looked like Juanpi was maybe holding in there.
And
back air.
On the back row, take it. We are
yeah.
last stock game 5, incredibly tight game.
Both of these players on their bracket stock right now. This is going to be a really tense final stock. And there's the Nair. There's
Good
the up air.
damage.
Damage.
Good
We are
damage.
back to an even game.
And Antimony, again, though, was ready for that down smash on the block. Has been ready for all these
Oh my God.
adaptations. But the neutral game, just Juanpi looking so solid. Antimony's almost out of materials, but...
But
how
you're
many
on the ledge against the block.
materials do you need?
The block almost sends Juanpi falling to tear death. Oh my God.
Antimony has no materials right now. They
Yeah.
have to mine.
Absolutely nothing here to build with.
That was such a good weight into the nair, not letting the back air
The
rip.
Back air again.
Back air.
How do you get back to stage? You have 1 iron.
There's
That's
the
going to
back
beat
air
it.
again,
That is
and
it.
Yes.
Wow.
What a set. Juanpi taking it game 5, an incredibly close game throughout. All 5 games there, just incredibly tight.
You have to work so hard.
Both of these players actually worked incredibly hard.
Oh, yeah.
Antimony's kill confirms were super duper tight.
And I just love seeing the adaptation both ways. We see on the replays there, we see the someone go help.
Someone help
There
them
you
out.
go.
There you go. Put some elbow grease in there. All right. Let's get Juanpi in here.
Let's go Juanpi to talk about our favorite character.
All right.
That was so good from both
Our
these players.
favorite
That was an
Palutena.
awesome set, yeah.
Yeah, and I love the creativity on Antimony Steve. You see a lot of things that other Steves don't do. Those like
Absolutely,
using the dirt blocks for canceling and everything.
Juanpi, welcome back to the couch.
With me in game 5s today, man.
Dude,
You're adapting.
Dude, so many sets today have been game 5.
That was crazy.
I was down 2-1 and then won both my game 5s, which is crazy. That's usually not me. Last year, I had a streak of losing, I think it was 14 last games in a row.
Are you kidding?
Game 3, game 5.
Wow.
14 in a row, which is crazy. But I guess I'm a clutcher today.
What's going through your head after that like 0 to 80 combo and then a diamond F smash? Game 4.
I'm immune to it, to be honest.
Yeah, you're just used to it. Yeah.
Like, if you're competing in this game, you have to, like, just, like,
You expect it
you have
now.
to be super forgetful. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I was like, that
Yeah.
shit did not happen to me. I'm not
Move on.
I'm not looking at the stock count at all. Because, like, the way I see it is, like, the stock count only matters if the timeout is, like, a threat. You know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
timer never mattered in this matchup.
Otherwise, you're just playing the game.
That's a really
plan.
interesting way to
Yeah,
think
exactly.
about it, yeah.
So it's like the only time I ever look at stocks and percents and stuff is like if someone's threatening to time me out, and that never happens. You know?
Doesn't happen a lot with
Just
Palutena.
like pretend the lead doesn't exist, and you'll play normal, and you'll be fine.
That's really interesting because I feel like that's the exact opposite of how a lot of people would treat a matchup like that.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you really want to force you want to force them to stop mining, but then you also want to force them to come to you if
That's
they have
how.
a lead.
That's how it gets from bad to worse.
But yeah, you're playing so solid there. Just
Having
like,
an
the
invincible
same game
back air
plan throughout the whole way.
certainly
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
The back air
I'm a little
couple.
lucky for that one, but
So true.
You know.
Well,
Alright.
well done. We will
Good
see
luck.
you more later
You're-
on. You're
who are you
fighting
playing
Palka.
next?
I play winner of this.
Oh boy.
Either
That's-
No, that's winner's finals.
That's winner's finals.
That's
You
winner's
play
finals.
Palka.
Oh, I play
you play the
Palka.
winner
play
of that
Palka
plays the
next,
loser
yeah.
of that.
My bad.
We're